Now let's go to the next poly modeling tool. It's gonna be my ribbon. For that, I'm going to turn on my options for ribbon, and right now only my box. So ribbon, I open it up here. This is my ribbon. Oh, sorry, I clicked twice. This is my ribbon. For the ribbon to be active, for me to see my options, I have to have one of my elements selected. Okay, it doesn't have to have, I don't have to have something selected, just some of my elements, so that this tool knows where to work. I can roll over any of the options and it gives me a description, and in some cases it even gives me a video. This one is just an example. I think in this one I could have a small video of how it works. Okay, so let's start with modeling. You remember we have here ring, grow, shrink, loop. Here we have ring as well. Loop, maybe not that interesting because you already know that by double clicking or clicking and then shift, you can do it faster. But you have other options here to add or shrink rings, loops, and those sort of things. Modify selection, you have even more options. So just take your time, click on top of it and check how is it going to help you do it better. So for example, I have this step mode. If I click on it, I can select one edge, then control, select the next one, and it's gonna select all the edges in between. The same, I assume, works for the vertex. Okay. You have many options here to work with it. So just take your time and check. Then I have as well many of the options I have here, like extrude, chamfer, weld, just with a nicer user interface. And then of course it's all kind of like together in one place. Tessellate, as you saw, is kind of to subdivide. I have split is an option that I didn't show you before. So if I take here this loop edge and I split it, then you see that if I move it, then the mesh is open. Okay, let's say I'm going to select this loop again, and then if I move it, the edge is open. You have as well some of the selection options. You have here the soft selection. Let's go back to vertex. And you have the options, more options for select. And the soft selection options, you still have to edit them here. If you see, if I click on soft selection on your right, it's going to check and uncheck soft selection. And I have the preview multi option, which allows me to select face, edge, or vertex. Let's take out the soft selection option. Otherwise, I always have to change from one to the other, which could be an advantage. And then I go back to my preview off. Let's go now to the Swift loop. There's one option that you don't have so easily in this side panel in Macs, and in other software you have it very easily, and it's to add a loop. So just by clicking on Swift loop, I can add loops anywhere I want. I just need to be on the perpendicular direction. Okay, and if you click on top of it, you see, wait a little bit, you see all the options you have with the extra Shift, Control, and Alt keys and combinations to play with the loop. You have other options here to constrain how you move the loop, to connect loops. Okay, cut and Q slice. Q slice is basically a slice in any direction. So there where you see the black line, white line is going to cut every face in that direction. I have to get out of quick slice. So you have to use it consciously, because otherwise you can make a mess and ruin your whole mesh.